everybody, welcome back, and this is my annual fair vlog. I am so excited. This is my 5th year going to the fair and we're gonna have a good time. As you can see, we drove there, then we got there, and this day was actually $2 entry, so that was pretty cool. We got a really good deal on that. Then we went ahead and bought our tickets and then we entered the fair. We got there as soon as it opened, so it was pretty empty. The reason that we got there early was because we wanted to stop at this booth and take some pictures first, which we did. It was super cute, and then we went to walk around. We saw this seal like exhibit. They had the seals doing tricks and stuff. They didn't have it at the moment. They had scheduled times for the show, but we were able to see the seals practicing and it was pretty cool. One of the trainers actually offered my son like a tiny piece of fish to try it as a joke, and he said yes, and he was almost gonna try it, which was funny because my son doesn't try anything, but this time he wanted to try it. Then we walked around a little bit and then we got our wristbands and a giant lemonade. This thing was like 2 feet tall and it actually had free refills throughout the whole time that we were there, so that was pretty cool. As you can see, the straws are huge and it's pretty big. And from there we went on all the rides. Our kids were so excited to get on every single ride. Started with this little boat ride that was going like back and forth, as you can see, and my daughter got in this Ferris wheel. It was kind of sad because my son is getting older obviously, and it is his first time where he is not fitting on certain rides, but he was tall enough for other rides, like the bigger ride. He was a little bit scared to go on some of them though, but they went on the rides that they could together, and then they did some obstacle courses. Where we were walking around, we saw these really cool circus performers. The one on the stilts reminded me of the I Write Sins Not Tragedies music video from Panic at the Disco. We were walking around the fair performing. They had music playing and just going around. It was pretty cool. People were stopping for pictures and they were entertaining. We went on this little helicopter ride, which was pretty cute, and this little truck ride. It was kind of funny because we put them on and like the little girl in front of them looked kind of annoyed that they were getting on, but they went on anyway. So having a good time, enjoying. As I mentioned, this is our 5th year going to the fair in a row with our kids, and it's so cute, especially when we've had our 2 youngest kids, to see the evolution of them being small and then growing, and then me being pregnant, and the next year having the baby, and it was just super cute. And they went on this caterpillar ride, which was like a mini roller coaster, preparing them for in the future the bigger roller coasters. She ended up going back to see the sea otters or the sea lions, and our daughter was loving it. She was having the time of her life, but we didn't stay for the whole show because we weren't really in good position and we weren't able to see too much. The kids decided that they wanted to go walk around. They had a goat farm. It was literally a whole thing of just goats, and there was actually milking the goats, which was pretty cool. And of course we had to go on the carousel. I love the carousel. It's so pretty. They had a good time doing that. As we were walking, we saw this other guy who had a giant penny bike. He was doing like all these cool tricks, so we stopped and he stopped for us and actually let our kids participate in his little show and teach them a few little tricks they enjoyed, and it was really fun. He was doing like a balancing act, spinning with these plates, and he had another plane. He was just doing like flips with them, and he was teaching my son how to do the finger, holding it up and then balancing on one foot, and it was pretty funny. I also let my daughter participate in it. She was super excited to do so as well. Again, the same thing with the spinning and then the little finger on it. And they went in this playhouse. They did this playhouse like 3 times. Of course we let them because they had the unlimited wristband. Getting sunset, and that's my beautiful time of day, my most favorite part of the day, and it's the most beautiful part of the day. Of course I had to get some footage, and I just love the carnival. I love the look. I love everything, especially when it gets dark and the carnival starts looking like spooky, the creepy carnival vibes. If you know me, you know how much I love that, and I could just honestly live at the carnival. So this is like a dream come true for me. As we were walking to the other side, we saw that they had a museum that was full of like iconic movie props, and we looked around through it, and it had this Mars rover thing that you could control. It had E.T. It had the DeLorean from Back to the Future. And from there we spent the rest of the night going on the rest of the rides. There was one ride that I didn't get any footage of, but my husband went on it with our kids. It was a waterlog ride. They came out of that ride and they were soaked. It was so crazy. Overall, we had an amazing time. It was our first time going to this specific fair, and it was just wonderful and 100% worth it. We had such a great time, and I'm so grateful to have continued this tradition. And next year, hopefully our younger daughter is going to be old enough and tall enough to go on other rides, and just adding more fun and more memories to this awesome summer tradition. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you were able to go to the fair, and if you haven't already, I hope you're able to go. Summer is not over just yet. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Jane Erie, and I will see you in the next one.